Give me 20 minutes and I promise I'll change the way you play merge tactics forever. There will be timestamps below, but basically this video will be split into 2 games. The first game will have more macro stuff, so like how to know which comp you should build, when you should build your comp, etc. And the second game will be slowed down and have more micro stuff, where I'll dissect exactly which cards I buy and sell. Alright, so the first thing you want to do in every game is check the modifier, because the modifier drastically changes how you play each game. So we got the less is more modifier, doesn't really change anything, so we can play normally. Now, if you just saw, I pretty much just bought the cheapest units in round 1. This is because in round 1, you ideally want to get a merge and just try to farm a bit of elixir there. If you can't get a merge, you should get goblins so that you can get a goblin the next round, get a bit more elixir that way. If you can't get goblins though, just buy cheap. This is pretty normal RNG. Actually, in this game, I got some pretty bad starting RNG. So if you want to figure out how to play with bad RNG, then definitely stick by and watch this game. So yeah, we lose around nothing crazy though. Round 1, just survive. Now I'm gonna get the knight, merge it, sell, merge the bomber, sell, merge the bard, sell, merge the archer, sell, merge, sell, merge, sell. You can see a pattern here. All we're doing right now is we're just merging and selling immediately to build up an elixir advantage. Now, I like to separate each game into 3 phases. The first phase is farming. That's where you're kind of just buying cheap, merging, selling, build up a bit of an elixir advantage. Now, after you have the elixir, then that's what I like to call phase 2, which is actually building your comp. You'll first check your opponents to decide what comp you should go for, and then you'll actually cycle through and pick the cards to build your comp. And then the last phase is endgame. That's when you do blocking, pivoting, all that kind of stuff. So we just lost there, which is fine. Again, I'm low elixir, so I want to farm more. So what am I going to do? I'm going to buy the prince, buy the goblin. I just bought the cheapest card every time. Now, I didn't get anything, unfortunately. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to put in my goblins. That's not too bad because I'll get a guaranteed goblin next game. So I'll get a bit of elixir through that. And then I'm just putting in the Valk and the Barb because the clan trait. And I'm going to move my Barb 1 spot down so that the Knight will walk up. And my Valkyrie here will get more splash damage. So that's like a little placement tip. But again, bad RNG. I'm going to round 4 with only 1 stars. And I have a 5 elixir shop next. So what am I going to do? I have to force the cycle because I'm low HP. I just got to force the cycle now. So I'm going to sell the Mega Knight because it's the most expensive. Buy the queen, and I'm just going to keep trying. I'm going to try to build some elixir and then go for my comp. So, yep, merge sell. Yep, I'm buying the cheapest. And I'll explain. This looks fast, but I'm explaining exactly what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm just merging and selling. Every merge I see, if you look, every merge I see, I'm clicking on it. That's all I'm doing. Nothing fancy, right? Every merge, I'm just clicking on it and selling it. Now, I'll explain in more detail what I just did there. In the beginning of the round, I bought the cheapest card. If I got a merge, I would click that and then I'd immediately sell it. I'm just pure farming. I'm still farming because I'm low. After I got some elixir, that's when I actually started building my comp. So if you saw there, I got the 2-star Dark Goblin, the 2-star Princess. That's when I started building because I had some elixir. So I'm going for the Giant Skeleton, Prince, Goblin, Machine comp. So as you can see, I have the Giant Skeleton and the Machine on the sideline. So now all I'm doing, I'm just cycling. It's really simple. It looks crazy, but it's so simple. All I'm doing is I'm clicking the merge. If I don't need that card, I'm selling it. If I need it, I keep it. It's very simple, right? Boom, I'm just cycling. Goblin Machine, it's in my comp. Sell, try to force a cycle. That's all I'm doing. I'm clicking the merge. If I need it, I keep it. If I don't need it, I sell it. It's very simple. You guys are probably like, whoa, this is so fast. That's all I'm doing. Now, the reason I sold the 2-star Goblin Machine there for the 3-star Giant Skeleton is because I know I'm fast enough to scoop those Goblin Machine cards right back up. And I would rather have a 3-star Giant Skeleton and a worst case a 1-star Machine than a 2-star Machine and a 2-star Giant Skeleton. You gotta prioritize selling your 2 stars. Okay, again, I'm just trying to level up my comp. I'm quickly checking. There's 2 players left, so I need to see what they're running because now it's endgame, okay? Phase 3, remember, it's endgame. Now, a lot of the cards are taken. My comp is leveled up pretty much, so I just need to look to block. I saw their comps, they're both running clan, right? Do I need to block anything? No, because they're blocking each other naturally. If they're running different comps, then what I would do is I would just look at the most problematic cards and then block those. But because they're running the same comp, we don't need anything. really quickly, if you can see on my bench, I have the bandit because they're running clan. And what's the best counter to rangers in clan? The bandit. The bandit's the best counter to rangers in my opinion. So I can't let them 3-star the bandit. If they 3-star bandit, it's GG's. Also the Mega Knight. The Mega Knight, it can bypass my front line and just jump straight onto my rangers, so I can't let them have that too. So now my game plan is okay. It's end game. If you saw, I got the empty shop thing there. So that's how I know. I'm gonna get it again here. That's how I know right now. I'm thinking to myself, the cards are gone. So now all I have to do is placement, and I have to look at my opponents and look at what they're doing. So this guy pivoted to Thor's, very smart because he can max it out while his the rest of his cards, his normal comp is being blocked. So this in this case he gets a stronger comp. So yeah, nothing I can do about it now. He already maxed it out. Now what I'm looking for is when one of these players dies, I need to take the card so that the other player doesn't get it. Because if either of them die, I know they're both trying to go for clan. This guy has throwers, but don't let that fool you. He still has the clan cards on his bench. And when the other player dies, he's going to try to get those. So when one of them dies, I need to get the queen. I need to start blocking. Now, unfortunately, our placement is bad there. Our Dark Goblin got sniped. Little placement issue, but we still survive. So, okay, luckily we're facing the defeated player right now. So I think right now, this is what I'm thinking. I think the Leo guy, the 2 HP guy, is going to die. So I need to block his cards immediately, right when he dies, so that this other guy can't max out his stuff. Now all I'm doing, if you can see, I'm just kind of like selling. Is not that important. All I'm doing is kind of cycling through the shop, seeing if I could get something good. But it looks like I can't because everything is pretty blocked right now. So that's all I'm really doing. So yeah, I mean, this is not important. When you're facing the defeated guy and you know you're going to win, you need to check your opponents. Look at their battle, see if someone's going to lose, see what cards they have. These intermission phases, these battle phases, they're so important. Look, this guy just died. How did I know that? Because I was watching him. I knew exactly when he would die. So now I know, oh shoot, I need to go block his queen and his bandit. So there, I'm going to block his queen. Because I know the other guy, although he's running throwers, he has the clan cards on his bench. So he's going to try to max out his clan cards. If you can see, he's doing that right now. 3-star Valk, 3-star Barb. He's trying to get his clan comp back. Because he had the throwers, right? But the throwers aren't good. They're not good late game. They're only good if you have level advantage. But ideally, he wants the clan cards because clan is stronger. So he's trying to go for that. But look, he can't level it up because I blocked it. So now he's probably realizing, oh, this other guy blocked it, so I probably need to pivot in the next round. However, I do think we lose this game. Unfortunately, I think it's just placement diff. He placed his queen in the front. I mean, I predicted that he would probably do that, but I can't predict which side because he can just switch last second. I can't really do anything. He could place in the middle, the left, or the right. I can't really predict that, so kind of unfortunate. We lose the game, but we did come back really well from a bad start. Okay, now that I taught you guys how to play the macro of each game, so like the phases, now you guys have like a broad idea. I'm going to go over the micro. So each individual buy. I'm going to buy the Spear Goblin, cheap, and the Goblin, right? Because now I have 2 Goblins, and I'll get a guaranteed Goblin in the next round. I also sold the Archer because, again, you have to look at the modifier. It's clear mind. So you want to have a clear bench in round 1. You always need a clear bench in round 1 because you'll get 2 Elixir, which is pretty huge early game. Now, if you guys haven't noticed, I actually slowed down this clip, this game. This game will be a bit slowed down because I want to dissect each action for you guys. So I have 2 goblins. I don't care if we lose the first round. I just care about getting an early eco lead. So now I have the merge in the next shop. I'm going to buy it. Okay, I'm going to get the merge, and then we'll see what we get here. I'm going to buy the Valk 2, cheap. Spear Goblin, P.E.K.K.A. Again, I just bought the cheapest units. Now, this is extremely important. Why did I not sell the Spear Goblin here? Because I have 2 goblins, and I know that in the next round, I will get either a Goblin or a Spear Goblin. It's random. Now, if I get a Spear Goblin, then I'll get a 3-star Spear Goblin. That's huge because I'll get more Elixir, and I could sell that. And then I'll get even more Elixir. So that's why I kept the Spear Goblin, because there's a chance I get a 3-star and I sell it, which will give me more Elixir than just selling the 2-star right now. Also, worst case, I get a Stab Goblin. That's also a merge. I get a guaranteed merge. So I'm in a really good spot. That's why I didn't sell. That's huge, okay? You probably, yeah, that's very huge. When you have 3 goblins, just keep usually. So now I'm going to wait. I'm going to see what goblin I get. Look at that. It's a spear goblin. Great. Now I can sell it. And now I know, okay, I have a lot of elixir because of that. So now I could start building my comp more early. So that's why I bought the bandit. I'm just buying very cheap here. Bought the Valkyrie. Cheap. I'm going to sell the prince, archer. It's in my comp. Bomber, sell. P.E.K.K.A, knight. Giant skeleton, sell. Giant skeleton, P.E.K.K.A, sell. Machine. I want you to look very closely. Even rewind the clip if you have to. Because if you'll notice, what did I do? For 80% of my buys, I bought the leftmost troop. Why? Because it's the cheapest. Okay, it's the cheapest. So I default, if you notice a pattern here, I default to buying the leftmost troop. It looks fast, you guys. A lot of you are probably like, what's going on? Well, it's very simple. I'm just buying the leftmost troop because it's the cheapest. Okay, gonna buy the prince. Sell, right? Now I'm gonna buy the queen. I don't need that merge because I have elixir, right? So I'm gonna go boom, buy cheap, merge, sell, you know, buy the queen because I have the queens in my comp, giant skeleton, merge, sell, goblin, cheap, right? I'm just checking through to see what everyone else has really quick. Merge, sell, get the barb because it's in my comp. Now I'm just cycling through. I have a little bit of elixir to burn, so I'm just cycling through, merging and selling if I can to replenish my elixir source. But, I mean, that's that. Right, now, what was I doing that round? I was just buying cheap. And I was going for the... If I got a card that I need in my shop, I would buy it. You know, if I didn't, then if I got a merge, I would just get the merge, sell, just so I can replenish my elixir and keep cycling. Keep being able to afford to cycle through. Now, notice something. This guy, he has my comp. He has 1 HP. He just died. What did I do? I immediately bought something. Because his cards just got put back in the pool. So that's how I know I need to act fast. Right, that's why I'm going fast. That's why I bought immediately after he died. All I'm doing, I'm just cycling through. Right, I got the bandit there because the max bandit would be huge. More than the barb. Way more significant than the barb. So I'm just cycling through. Max bandit, see? Knight. So I'll get a little more elixir. Now I'm going to buy the Valk. Mega Knight sell. I'm going to keep going. I'm keeping the momentum going so I can keep cycling, trying to get a card in my comp. Now, I cycled through a lot. It looks like a lot of the cards are blocked. Very well played to my opponents if they did. But the important thing you need to know for this round is, well, right when that guy died, I bought. I didn't wait till the next round started. I bought immediately because his cards replenished immediately. That's the only reason I got the bandit. Because I was fast enough to act on that, right? And I cycled through. Immediately after your opponents die, you need to see what comp they have to see if there's anything of value to you that you need to get. That guy, he ran my comp, so I immediately just cycled for my cards. And yeah, we're going to win this round. We have a very strong comp, so that's very good for us. Now, my game plan here is I'm going to try to keep cycling, see if I can level anything up, or just block anything if I can. I saw that guy had rangers, right? Queen, very huge, very huge. I'm going to go Valk. I forgot what I do here, but yeah, I just force the cycle a bit, test my luck. Probably going to do it for a bit more. Sell the 2-star Mega Knight. The reason I sold that is because I get way more elixir to work with. See how I just got so much more elixir? The only reason I was able to 3-star my Valk is because I sold my 2-star Mega Knight. Now, why is that good? One, because I had a Mega Knight in my shop, so I could just replace it. I'll have the same traits. The only difference is it's a minor setback because I won't have the 2-star Mega Knight, I'll have a 1-star. But by taking that small chance, I'm able to potentially max out my more important cards, right? Valkyrie is more important because it's part of my clan synergy, right? We're just using the Mega Knight for the trait. So I took that risk, and worst case, I have a 1-star lower card. Best case, you just saw I maxed out my Valkyrie. That's why that was a good move, in my opinion. Now, look, we got the empty shop, but that's fine. This is inevitable in a lot of games when the card pool gets exhausted. Sorry, I have a little bit of a lag there. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but all that happened is I just tried cycling, maybe testing my luck, see if I could get any cards in my comp. Doesn't look like it though. It seems that everybody blocked it. Now, if you saw here, he had a 3-star princess. What would have been better, the better play is actually to block it a little earlier on. because I am blocking his Dart Goblin, but it would have been better to block that as well. But yeah, that would have been ideal. It is a bit hard though in a lot of cases because if you're the player, you're just constantly cycling, checking. There's a lot going on in the only, I don't know, 30 seconds we get in the per round. But that's the ideal move there for your future reference. So why did I do this? Because I want the Valkyrie to tank. Now in hindsight, this is bad because of the P.E.K.K.A. If it was any other card, this would have been a good play in my opinion. Because by putting those 3 cards behind my Valk would soak the damage, and she's so tanky, right? It would allow my Bandit to not get targeted by a lot of the cards, and then kind of go in with more HP. But in this case, it was bad because he had the P.E.K.K.A. There. So that was a mistake there, but luckily we do survive here. We take out the Spirit Goblin. So now we're at 1 HP. Bit of a placement issue in that game, but again, end game. Look, my thinking is similar. Just keep cycling. Hopefully I get a card. Hopefully I can block another person's card. But now it's the home stretch. All the cards are taken. You kind of just have to sit, wait for somebody to die, and then take their cards. Pretty much. So what I'm doing right now, I'm facing the defeated player again. This is not a significant match for me because whether I win or if I win, it's not going to change the card pool at all. It's not going to change anything at all. So what's more important to me is to check my opponents, right? See what cards they have, see if I need to block anything, see if they're pivoting. And a helpful thing is look at their indicator because you can see what cards they're leveling up. So oftentimes if somebody levels up a card there, you can be like, oh, you can kind of get a glimpse into their strategy, to see if they're pivoting or not. Again, pretty free win here. What's more important now is this guy is on 1 HP. So if he loses, then I need to look at his comp, pick up anything of value there. So that's what I'm looking out for right now. I mean, I should probably be clicking onto their fight, but that guy actually just lost, the 6 HP guy. So now I'm like, oh shoot, I need to look at this guy's comp and see if I need to block anything. Doesn't really look like it. Only the Skeleton King. So right now what you're going to see me do is you're going to see me, one, cycling for my cards in case that guy who died was actually the one who was blocking me. And 2, I need to try cycling for the Skeleton King because this guy has the Skeleton King. And I can't let him get a 3-star or else he would, get a stronger comp. Obviously, I don't want that. So that's what I'm doing. I'm cycling through. And yeah, I'm basically just going through, selling. Nothing crazy right now. But we're actually not getting the Skeleton King, so I'm just kind of giving up here. I'm like, okay, whatever. So the reason I blocked the Princess and the Dark Goblin there is because if he maxes out Rangers, that can be more problematic for us. So I just blocked those just for a safety measure. Doesn't look like it though. Again, I placed my Bandit on the right because I don't want it to lane with the P.E.K.K.A. That was a mistake in the first match. And I just put my Queen there just so maybe it doesn't get hit by the Executioner. Just to kind of be safe. Doesn't really matter. Unfortunately, ironically, it does hit it now that I've moved it. But that's unfortunate. But it's all good though. We win this match. And yeah, hopefully that little slowed down clip helps you.